Today on All Across Oregon, we head inland to the high desert town of Bend. You'll meet a husband and wife team that takes coffee and hospitality to the next level. Then we visit one of the town's oldest pizzerias and its super cool owner. From there, we visit what the locals and visitors call a real gem of Bend, the High Desert Museum. Let's go, all across Oregon. Road trip. This episode of All Across Oregon is made possible in part by Diamond Medical Maintenance, a premier custom-built medical facility cleaning company catering exclusively to the medical community in Southern Oregon, the Klamath Basin, and Roseburg for 27 years. John A. Warricoy, CPA, LLC, premier tax professional and business profit builder, helping self-employed business owners achieve success with essential finance activities. And Superior Athletic Club, locally owned and operated for over 40 years with 3 convenient locations, the superior choice for fitness. So Ignacio takes us all over the place for the show. And last year, we died in the summer. The sun was coming through. It was unbearable heat. And then I noticed there's no tint on the windows.
Makes a difference.
You want to take a look?
Absolutely.
All right, I'll follow you.
Okay.
You'll see what I'm talking about here.
I can cut 98% of the heat for you.
98%?
98% of the heat. Yeah,
Okay.
You won't even feel the sun. The front, what I would do on a motorhome like this, I would go ahead and put a thick windshield strip across the top, and that's going to cut that glare right above your eye level, and that way you can actually have more comfort driving, be able to see better.
Nice. Well, show me how it works.
Okay. So it comes in different darknesses.
Yeah.
So you can kind of pick whatever darkness you want.
I like this one.
Yeah, most people do, but it's not legal, so you can't have that.
Okay. I like this one.
We can do that.
We'll come back and we'll see Ignacio with the new shades on.
There you go. Let's go.
I love it.
Awesome.
I'm gonna be cool now.
You're gonna be way cooler going down the road.
Oh man, I could tell it's gonna be night and day. It looks so clean. And I love that up front too. That's gonna make a big difference too.
Yep.
And now I gotta wash them. Next is I gotta wash them, then we're good.
That's your job. I'll let you wash
my job.
it.
I'll do it. I don't mind. Yeah! Ignacio got new sunglasses. Bend, Oregon, the urban heart of Central Oregon, roughly 163 miles southeast of Portland. Fur trappers came and went through this area since the early 1800s, but it wasn't until the 1870s someone saw the potential of the area and filed a claim. Now, Bend is world famous for its outdoor recreation, craft breweries, incredible restaurants, and absolute beauty. You can't talk about Bend and not mention, yep, you got it, the home of the last surviving blockbuster video. Bend is actually called an outdoor playground. I want you to meet Richard and Rhonda, who have owned and operated Strictly Organic Coffee for over 2 decades. Okay, well, what do we have? Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's a lot.
Yeah,
It's a
so
lot.
all organic, all fair trade, all roasted, most of it yesterday. So we keep
Really?
everything super fresh.
We just drove from Medford, so I would like to probably 3 of your coffees.
Okay, sounds good.
And I see what your husband's drinking here.
A 6-ounce hemp latte.
Hemp latte.
Nothing else.
Like this is what sold me. Can we start with the 6-ounce hemp latte and nothing else?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Did you see this place? So you are really focused on the community. The glasses are from here, the bags are from here.
Portland, yeah.
Yeah, but all local within Oregon product. This is great.
Yeah, whatever we can do to be part of our community and supporting other businesses that are like-minded. And we started that way from the beginning because we knew it was going to take over our lives. And
You can tell that you are part of the community, 100%.
well, I know you're part of yours too. So
You just got a great personality, and
ah,
I just love
I work
it.
on that.
Do you? We all work on it. Look at this froth on it. Oh, I have a new favorite. This is so good. Watch how fast I could drink these 6 ounces. I plan on floating out of here. I don't want to walk.
All right, well, we have given barista choice, so we will see what the lovely Kira comes up with.
Oh, this is a fun fact. This gentleman here was a
Ballerina.
ballerina.
Do a pirouette, honey.
Hey, I need a silhouette thing. What do you call it? I need a lesson. What do you call the thing you just did?
Oh, a pirouette.
A pirouette. It's a pirouette. Right here. This pirouette. Okay, just
I like a silhouette.
look, I'm a cook. I don't know what it was called, okay? Oh, you're making me turn red.
A little bit, yeah.
Set, go.
This is a honey cinnamon oat milk latte. It's very popular right now. It's a good one. And then this is a chai.
And
It's
this
also a
is
popular mix.
our barista's choice.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, enjoy.
I owe you a silhouette or a pirouette.
Oh, yes.
A pirouette? Pirouette.
I'm going with pirouette.
Pirouette.
I like it. You put a pillow and
Oh, that is so good. That is so good. I need a mustache on that one. Oh my goodness. This is like candy bar. Their coffee was so rich and so smooth and so flavorful. And I still haven't been able to replicate that shot yet. I think I'll just run to the next spot after this. But I gotta see the food that you put out.
yeah, we'll see what they're making in the kitchen.
Let's go. Let's go see in the kitchen. Come on, guys. Let's go to the kitchen. Let's pirouette all the way over there.
Come on in.
I'm gonna stay out of your way, okay? Veggie tacos and chorizo burrito.
And the chorizo, you make the chorizo by hand.
Yes, really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you have scored with some people here.
Yeah.
Watch this. Oh, that's so good. This is the spicy one, so I have to be ready. Okay, okay. Oh yeah. This food's amazing. This is incredible. And the food that comes out of this kitchen, forget about it. Let's go get a little education on organic coffee. Where do these organic beans come from?
Well, they come from all over the world, but we get all of our coffee through a broker called Royal Coffee. We've worked with them well since the beginning. And but right there in the scoop, that's from Timor.
Where's Timor?
Timor is in Indonesia.
And that area of the world has the least acidity in their coffee because of the growing conditions there. So folks who are looking for low acidity, nice full-bodied coffee, these Indonesians are a good place to start.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everything here is organic
Yes, it is, and
All
also
these-
fair trade.
and fair trade. If you wanted to help someone appreciate and understand what fair trade is, I mean, how would you explain that to somebody?
The fair trade system came to the United States in about 2002 or so, and that was to protect farmers all over the world that even when the prices of coffee, the bottom dropped out, and they were getting paid less than it would even cost them to grow the coffee, that their families and their livelihood would be protected.
Very fair.
Yeah.
Fair trade.
Yeah. Well, when we started this business, Richard was already in the coffee business when I met him. He was the cute coffee guy. But then when we
Is
started,
that how you met?
That,
He was your barista?
kind of. I would walk by and see him, but for some reason, I didn't even go over and say hi. I think I knew it was just done as soon as I met him. And then a friend introduced us, and then it was over from
That's
there.
it. That's it. You're blushing. He's just. And they even have their own little jingle. Look.
Strictly organic coffee, a sustainable cup. Drink it up.
Woo!
No, I did it.
And that's it. That wraps up our Strictly Organic. That was so much fun. I can't wait to go back. Now we're gonna head down the street and I want you to meet Terry Parker. He's the owner of Olde Towne Pizza. And man, we had some fun together. Let's go make some pies, Old Town style. Yeah, these guys are pro here.
Flour's a bit messy, you know that.
I know, and I didn't even bring another shirt to wear.
Yeah. Oh, that fits good. Let's see what you got, Vinny.
Oh no. Me, I won't use the perforator and I won't use a roller because we want it to be just old looking funky stuff. I can't throw my dough like him, okay?
Oh, man.
Okay, I'm not a dough thrower. But I'm good with targets, okay?
Oh, almost a bullseye.
Almost. And I'm still using the same dough.
That is thin. I mean,
So that's how we do it.
Is that right?
I go that thin.
wow. How do you hold toppings on? You must put a very light amount of toppings on back in the day.
But that's just because
It's your style.
old world stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you do whatever you want with it. I mean, show me what your style is.
Backwards.
Oh, don't
and
scare like
then
that.
Hey, these two have some serious skills. I mean, they make it look easy.
Yeah, now I'll be honest with you. I've been making pizzas a long time. 30 years, okay? And I learned how to make pizza from my aunt and uncle at a pizza restaurant.
Here in Bend?
No, in Portland, where I started with them. Then I came here in 2001 and opened this place, and we've been here ever since. And I basically just took their model and just moved it here. Same 15-ounce dough ball, you throw it. Why fix it?
No, if it ain't broke.
So with the Rotoflex, we start them here, and then we'll drop it here, and then we'll drop it here. So what we'll do is we'll leave it on here. As soon as that dough rises a little bit and those meats start to sweat, I'll take it out, flip those meats right over, drop it right here. And there's an order for this, right? So every pizza is gonna follow the next one. As I drop it, where it's sitting right now, it's gonna actually finish on the third shelf right below where it started.
My pepperoni's gonna put my one more time around and it's ready to rock.
I actually have never cooked on here without a screen. So I'm real curious. Vinny, in all fairness, I do like a rounder crust. You know, yours has got a little more character.
I hate round crust.
Okay.
I like it to be dysfunctional, just like me. I like it just. I like it all, you know.
Misshapen.
I like it misshapen.
Okay.
But still a circle.
Okay.
But
Well,
not a perfect circle.
I'm not sure if that's quite a circle, but it's pretty close. I guess if I was Italian like you, I might think differently, but
Yeah.
Hey,
that's okay. You're successful at what you do. Look at the product you're putting out.
yeah,
And that's what diversity is, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, that's why we all have our different little.
it's a beautiful thing.
I hope you enjoy my pizza. Would you try my pizza?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that looks amazing. That looks so good.
Pizza ready for Vinny, please. Vinny?
Who needs a microphone? Order up, Vinny, let's go.
I like
Order
that.
up. Well, I'll tell you what, watching all your extra steps that you take, that adds a whole new level to your food.
I appreciate that. Yeah, we do work hard.
Sometimes I like for people to know, understand what it is you're doing back here. So they're not coming in, come on. All I ordered was a cheese pie. Hey, guess what? Your cheese pie is behind 40 other pizzas. We're going to get to that.
That's right.
know?
That's right.
And now if they come into Olde Towne Pizza and they just see what you just did for each pizza, hand flipping the meat, and then you touch it 3 more times, we got to drop it to levels, and then you're draining it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, when you come into Olde Towne Pizza, make sure you show respect. These people are working hard. So yes, people, when there's an hour wait at a restaurant, behave. Don't make us ask you to leave. No, I'm just kidding. Right there, gun show.
Love
Pizza
it.
maker.
Yeah. Good. Let's eat some pizza.
Okay. We have a very nice collection of fine pies from Olde Towne here. Now that looks like a guy who's been around a while. I'm gonna try this one.
I'm gonna see how you did on your pepperoni here, Vinny. Kat, what do you want to try?
I want to try the pepperoni.
Oh, what a nice, you know what? This is, oh, look at this stretch. You got the provolone in there. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. And I saw you drain out everything, and it makes total difference on top. I'm not biting into much of liquid. That's great.
Can I have a soggy crust?
I'm surprised.
Me too.
Without a screen?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've never done that before.
This dough is amazing.
Secret recipe.
It is a secret recipe.
Secret recipe.
She has the recipe.
No, yeah, no, don't give it away. This is some good pie.
He folds his pizza.
Oh, now you're making fun of my fold? That's it, give me my own pizza back.
I think the proper way to eat pizza, I think it's something like this.
Where's that proper?
I don't know where I saw that.
I don't know where, this is proper.
Oh,
Okay, this is proper.
Okay.
You fold your pizza. This pizza is, it's so good. It's like, I don't even have a word for it. Now the weekend that we were there, it was a record hot day. And Terry from Olde Towne Pizza offered to take us to a local swimming hole right down the street. And we were like, yes, please. Now we head down the road a couple of miles to the High Desert Museum. And what a treat this was. Someone once told me that museums are not only a place where we get educated and awed, but that they're a place where we can learn from our mistakes in the past and make better decisions in the future. And that's very true. Today, we do just that. We get an education, see where we could do better today, and have some fun as we do it. Our guide, Heidi, who's the Director of Communications, gives us a tour. She takes us through the Old West, some modern art, a functioning sawmill used by the original settlers, and we get to see some really cute critters.
We have 3 temporary galleries, so in other words, we have rotating exhibits. This is a new one that's going to be up through November called Lair. Stefan Hendy created this exclusively for the High Desert Museum. He essentially calls himself a sculptor with light, but he really creates these immersive experiences.
Got security cameras on me, they're probably wondering, this guy's gotta go.
He said he was inspired by the high desert and some of the challenges it's facing around wildfire.
Wow, okay.
I think that's one thing that's unique about the High Desert Museum is it's not exclusively an art museum or exclusively science or history. It actually takes art and science and history and cultures and weaves them all together to tell this story of a place. So you might encounter something that's pretty contemporary, like Lair, and then I'm going to take you on a journey through the 19th century. So this is our Spirit of the West exhibit. It's one of our permanent exhibits at the museum. And it is one of the hallmarks of the museum in that it's very immersive. There's not much text to look at. There's not a lot of objects and cases. Instead, it takes you into a scene and puts you in place. And the curator who created this exhibit, he really wanted it to look lived in. He wanted people to feel like the people who lived in these tents, the fur traders and trappers, were going to be back at any moment and to feel like they're a part of this place.
You can see you go into a different world and your curiosity is sparked. I'm over here looking at that. I'm looking at that saddle and what they used to ride on. If that's how it was, it's wood with a beaver pelt on it or something.
Isn't that amazing?
That's rough. That's why they were tougher guys back then. They didn't have preparation H back then either. No fixing those hemorrhoids after riding on a cart like that.
So we just keep journeying through time.
yeah. Levi.
Well, we're about to go into a hard rock mine. It was very prevalent in the 19th century.
This is so cool.
And it's pretty amazing, the detail in some of these exhibitions. And here's my favorite part of the Spirit of the West exhibit, the Hai Loi Mercantile. So it's a recreation of a Chinese mercantile like you would see in a mining community like John Day in the 19th century. So all of our wildlife here at the High Desert Museum could not survive on its own in the wild. The animals have either been injured or they were exposed to humans when they were very small and therefore never developed the appropriate behaviors and adaptations, maybe didn't learn to hunt, for instance.
Really?
So therefore, they've come into our care and now act as ambassadors for their species where people can learn about them. And yeah, this is a gray fox. She had an injured hip when she was found and she was clearly still quite young. She required surgery, but she's recovered quite well and has really become a fan favorite here at the museum, as you can see why.
Oh yeah, she's beautiful. Look at her, man.
That's not an everyday behavior. So we're on 135 acres here.
This is huge. I mean, is this as far as I can see all the way around, huh?
And the land was donated to the museum.
So this place that we're heading into now, is this where we're going over to the mill?
We have on site here at the museum the 1904 High Desert Ranch. Thinking back to what this area was like in 1904, the railroad had not come to Central Oregon yet. So this was one of the last areas of the lower 48 to have rail service reach it. So it was quite isolated. The Euro white settlers who came here really had a challenging existence out here in the dry, arid high desert, but they came, and we do have living history interpreters here in period dress, and they talk about how they lived.
All right, so as we're waiting to meet the crew over on the old sawmill, we found something really cool, and our cameraman knows what it is. What is this, Levi?
I have no idea what it is. It's either a grub or a giant caterpillar.
Check this out. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna show you that if you're stuck out in the desert and you're thirsty and you're hungry at one time, well, what do? Can you eat this? I'm not gonna eat it. I'm gonna put it back. Check out the history of this old sawmill. We happened to be there on a day they had it running.
Again, this sawmill is about turn of the century. We think about 1897, maybe American Model 3. This would have came out of Sears and Roebuck and been shipped across the country. And Sears and Roebuck was essentially Amazon before Amazon, and somehow they didn't see Amazon coming. And what we do here is we roll these logs up and we prep them. And we've got to clear all the bark off to get all that debris off, and that also helps us see if there's anything in there that's going to hurt our blade or if that log is rotten. And now this blade is a 48-inch blade, and one thing you might notice about it is it has individual teeth. Turn of the century, as you're getting this shipped across the country on a train, if you happen to hit a rock or dull the tooth, you don't want to wait for the train to bring you another 48-inch blade. And so you would replace the teeth. There's 24 teeth on there. And so by the time you get this set up next to a water source and get the couple families that would have owned this together, you're stopping all the other chores that would have been happening on the ranch at that time or the homestead and focusing solely on this. So you would have been moving up here, all hands on deck. You would have been having horses help you move everything around. And you probably would have had people even building things right with the lumber right off of the line. This is a very nice setup. We're really fortunate to have it. And we're fortunate that 120-something years later, it still runs pretty darn good.
Here, it looks like what they're doing. This is their finished product that is shaven. I can only imagine how much work it was to work with something like this back then. And you heard how he explained what they were doing and how it worked and how the certain 2x they can cut out of this. And obviously here's some shavings they did out of it. But anyway, very cool. And now we meet up with Becca, the communications manager for the High Desert Museum. And she explains a little more on how things work at the museum.
Well, the museum places a great emphasis on being connected to place. And one of the really important ways that we do that is to highlight all of the beings, all of the organisms that live in this landscape. And that's from the humans to the wildlife. And I think one of the things that the museum does really well in order to do that is to capture moments of wonder and awe and discovery. So whether that happens at the sawmill or otters that really don't do anything unless it's really fun and playful, or birds of prey that just command the skies as predators. And those types of things are ways that connect visitors to this content. As opposed to just reading it on a wall, this museum places great priority on having that come to life in front of you in unexpected ways. And that's what this museum has always been about.
You have to make the High Desert Museum a stop on your next visit to the Bend area. So much to see, so much to do, so much to explore. And it was during this visit to Bend we realized we have to come back again soon. There's so much to do, there's so much to see. Bend is a truly special place. What a trip we had. Bend was so beautiful. It's so full of surprises. The food, the people, the museum, the swimming hole, the mountains, the rivers, and so much more. We made new friends. We ate great food. We had killer coffee. And we got an education and we're inspired. Thank you for coming to Bend with me. See you next time as we go all across Oregon. This episode of All Across Oregon is made possible in part by Diamond Medical Maintenance, a premier custom-built medical facility cleaning company catering exclusively to the medical community in Southern Oregon, the Klamath Basin, and Roseburg for 27 years. John A. Warracoy, CPA, LLC, premier tax professional and business profit builder, helping self-employed business owners achieve success with essential finance activities. And Superior Athletic Club, locally owned and operated for over 40 years with 3 convenient locations, the superior choice for fitness.